received one of those text messages that makes you seriously wonder, what does this actually mean? Like, what does it mean? Is he blowing me off or just playing hard to get? Is he super annoyed or is he actually just super busy? Ladies, text messages can be so cryptic, which is why today I'm breaking down 8 of the most common text messages that guys send, and I'm dishing the dirt on what these text messages actually mean. If you are new to Ask Kimberly, don't forget to hit the big subscribe button down below and come and hang out with me over on Instagram and Twitter, where you can ask me all your top relationship questions. Now let's get right into the video. Text number 1, cool. So if the term cool is being used in conjunction with the two of you actually meeting up and going on a date, for example, you say, meet me at the boardwalk in 5, and he says, cool. That's a really positive thing, and it means he's probably interested in you. But the majority of the time guys actually use the term cool as a response is when you've reached out with some kind of initiation to them, and they've responded simply by saying, cool. So say you send him a funny picture or video and he simply responds with cool. This is an obligatory response designed to placate you and ultimately shut that conversation down. Someone who says cool is being polite, but they're not necessarily interested in a romantic relationship. Someone who likes you is not going to just respond with cool. They're going to send you something funny back or respond to the comment that you made with another question, designed to keep the conversation going. Number 2. I'm so sorry, I just got this text message right now. I really don't want to upset anybody here, but ladies, I think I'm gonna actually have to call BS on this one because there is nobody left in 2016 who is not constantly checking their phone. Like, I think this is actually such a bad excuse. I think it's totally acceptable to say, you know what? I saw your message, but I was in a place where I couldn't get back to you, so like I'm just texting you back now, or like I saw it and I totally forgot about it, I'm so sorry. But to say that they actually haven't seen your text, I think is a little bit of a fib. So the real question you have to ask yourself is, why didn't they respond to my text? And the truth is, if they had to lie to cover up what they were doing during that time, they were probably doing something that they didn't want you to know about. I'm sorry guys, I don't think this guy's dating material. Number 3 is any text that comes during odd hours, like the middle of the night or during the day when he should be at school or work. So this is a really unexpected one. A guy who texts during odd hours can actually fall into one of 2 categories. 1, he sees you as a booty call, which is why he's texting you at night. It's like he's bored, he's lonely, he's looking for a little love. But this guy doesn't have the respect or the planning skills to ask you at a time that's right for you. The guy who wants a booty call is only thinking about his own needs. Option number 2, the guy who texts during odd hours may actually have something else going on. Evenings and weekends are usually the time where you're hanging out with your significant other, so there's not a lot of room for texting with someone else. So if he's totally avoiding you during those peak hours and then texting you a lot in those kind of off hours, you're likely his person that he has on the side. Number 4 is that he sends you a link or a picture of something totally random and you're like, what is this? Like, what is this supposed to mean? I have no idea. Well, ladies, I have some good news for you. If he sent you a link or a picture, even if it's totally random, it's another way of saying, I'm thinking of you. So it doesn't actually matter what the content is. It could be a picture of an emu for all I care. If you're in this situation, it is all good news. It means he likely has a crush on you. Text number 5 is good morning or good night. Now this text message is actually pretty simple, like it's just a couple of words, and you may even interpret it as he's just a friend, like he's just being friendly with me. But chances are, if he is actually thinking about you at the start of the day and then possibly again at the end of the day, chances are he's quite enamored with you. If you actually like this guy, you should definitely take the opportunity to say good morning or good night back to him and let this grow into a bigger conversation, because chances are, by saying good morning or good night, he's trying to start up a bit of a conversation with you. Number 6 is no response, 24 hours or more after you've sent him a text. I have seen so many girls and women like agonizing over guys being like, why hasn't he texted me back? Like, has he gotten so busy? Like, maybe had a really rough week at work, like he's just studying, he's busy. Like, we create every excuse in the book as to why somebody will not text us back. And in every case that I've ever seen of someone going through this situation, it's because the person just genuinely didn't like them enough to send them a text message back. If he doesn't like you enough to send you back a text within a reasonable period of time, he's likely just not worth pursuing. Number 7 is send me a sexy picture. What you need to know is that the motivation behind asking someone for a sexy picture is actually not what you think. When someone asks us for a sexy picture, we usually think, oh my god, it's because like he likes me so much and he thinks I'm sexy and like he wants me to express that. But actually, it's usually coming out of a need of validation for himself. If he's feeling ugly or if he's feeling down or like his friends don't pay enough attention to him, all he has to do is pull out this sexy picture of you and all of a sudden, he's the man. And this all happens at your expense. So if a guy sends you a text message for a sexy picture, think about what his motivation might be. Like, why is he feeling so insecure that he actually needs you to prove how much you like him with the picture? And if he really truly cared about you and your well-being, would he even be asking you for this at all? The answer is no. Number 8 is a text message of an article or video relating to something that you've talked about at a previous time. When a guy sends a text message that references something that you've talked about earlier, it means that he's had a chance to think about what you've talked about. He obviously enjoyed what you talked about. He's thought about it further and now he's trying to reignite that discussion with you. This shows that he's totally thinking about you and he wants to impress you. If you even remotely like this guy, don't hesitate because he's all yours. Alright guys, if you love this video, give it a huge thumbs up, come and follow me over on Instagram and Twitter, and of course guys, subscribe to Ask Kimberly for more weekly videos on relationships. Bye everybody!